And I'm blessed to say that we have an amazing member that I think she's a member of like 6 chapters right now. Amy Robinette is with us, and she's joining us via Skype. Amy Robinette is the gold buying girl, and she has taken a business, and the reason I asked her to be here today is because I saw her in action. She was a vendor at an event that we did, and I watched her work the room. I watched her finesse. I've seen her join different chapters and really take a business to an entirely new level. She's really thriving in what she's doing because she gets it. She gets marketing. She gets passion. She gets building her brand. She gets connecting with people, and I wanted her to share a little bit of that with you. So, Amy, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for talking to us about the power of networking. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Kathleen. Thanks for the nice introduction.
You're very, very welcome. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Well, I'm Amy Robinette, the gold buying girl. I started a gold home party business about 5 years ago by myself. I was a personnel recruiter, and I had to reinvent myself, and I'd heard about this idea, and I figured out my own business model. So I started it on my own, and the first year I was by myself, I bought over $1 million worth of gold. That is a lot of gold. But the other part of this business is people were having so much fun at my parties that they asked me if they could become a gold buying girl too. And that's how my business started to grow. When I first started with this idea, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the business. It kind of evolved. But when I saw everybody was having so much fun, it was contagious, and they asked me if they could work for me. That's how I started to grow my business. And I'm in 6 states right now. I have 150 girls working for me, and it's been evolving for the last 5 years, and I'm happy to do it. I've had a lot of fun. I've met a lot of good people. The stories at these parties are everything from funny to bittersweet, but it's been a great ride for the last 5 years.
What, as a business owner, has been your biggest obstacle or challenge since you started this? I mean, you're talking about you've got a lot of people working underneath you. You took a concept that I know was important, especially during the middle of a recession, and you really made it blossom. You really made it bloom into a different level. And I can imagine managing 150 people. I can imagine dealing with, having to come up with all the laws and the rules and the regulations and, the contracts and all that could be very challenging. If there's somebody that's out there that's a business owner that is has an idea or looking to grow their business and has a dream of going nationwide, is there any advice that you might share with them today?
Well, be organized. And surround yourself with people that have the same vision that you do that can help you grow this. Especially the biggest growth pains I had were the accounting issues. And money in, money out. So many checks are being written that I had to get a handle on that. So when I got a good accounting person in place and just kept everything going forward on, in a timely manner. So we were meeting our deadlines.
That's awesome.
That was probably one of the biggest challenges.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I think that's awesome. And I am going to ask you to do something, and I know sometimes when we're doing things via Skype, it's kind of a challenge, but if you can turn the volume down on your computer just a tad bit for us, it's going to give us less of a feedback, and I think the members will be able to hear you and enjoy your presentation a little bit more. And I'm going to give you a second to do that. I do want to mention that you joined 6 different WOMTech chapters, and I know you've encouraged other people on your team to visit different chapters. What is the most rewarding part of that experience for you? What has it been like so far? And why would you join so many different chapters instead of just joining one and really diving into it?
I joined so many chapters because I have so many women working for me. Is this sound level better?
That's perfect. Perfect.
Okay, I turned it down. I joined these chapters because I had so many women all over the city, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity for them to go and meet people in their area. So, as it turns out, I also joined in because, as you know, I'm the best person to speak about the business, but I also encourage the women that work for me to participate in WOMTAC. Am I talking a little too fast?
No, you're doing fantastic, Amy. Thank you so much. You're doing great. I think that it's funny because when you attend WOMTech, when you join a WOMTech chapter, you can bring anybody from your company with you to attend with you. So I think that that's brilliant that you're the person, you're the brand that's joining the chapter, and yet you're having other people come with you, which is awesome. Now, today you're going to talk about the power of networking, not necessarily gold buying, though if you have gold to sell, she still will buy it no matter where you're at in the nation. So you need to reach out to her because I know you can make a lot of money. I personally had a gold buying party with the ladies in my neighborhood. We had a girls' night out, and they were all ecstatic with the results that they had. So you can reach out to Amy and discuss it with her too. But if you are, you're going to talk about the power of networking. And the reason why we wanted to do that is because you really get it. Like, I really believe that you get it. So you had some steps that you wanted to share with us today on the power of networking. Do you have any suggestions or tips for our members that are watching right now on how to make the most, not only about their membership, but about any event that they attend?
Well, first of all, you have to be passionate about the product or service that you are selling and that you are talking about. And if people don't feel the passion coming from you, they're not going to be interested in your product. You need to develop a 30-second commercial that tells about you, what you sell, why your product is good, and so people get it in the first 30 seconds. You don't want to lose their attention. You want to make sure that they understand what you do and what you have to offer.
I think that that's really important. You know, so many times people just kind of, they say something and they're just kind of speaking so casually, or they're using so much company jargon that nobody knows what the heck they're talking about, you know, because they're using qualifications and certifications and all of this stuff. And it's like, I don't know how to help you. Can you please dummy that up a little bit and tell me what you're looking for? So I think that that's stellar. What else would you recommend?
Well, recruit ambassadors to work for you, people that tout your business. It could be a family member, a relative, or maybe somebody that doesn't want to do this full time, but they can be your ambassador and you can pay them a referral fee, a 10% referral on business that they drive your way. A lot of people will help you, and a lot of people love to help people. I love to network. I love to help people. So if there's anything I can do to help someone else, I do it because I know it'll come back tenfold to me.
I think that that's wonderful, and you know, it's so true. And I remember years ago I used to consult with photographers in the photographer industry across the nation, and I did a lot of business assessments and evaluations and training and consulting with them. And there was one photographer that was in New York, and he made a lot of money. I think he did Trump's wedding, one of Trump's weddings, and he dealt with high-end clients. And one of the things that he said to us one night when my husband and I went out to dinner is he said, you know, you have to schmooze. You have to schmooze your vendors. If you want to get into the plaza weddings, you have to schmooze them. And if that means taking them a $1,000 bottle of champagne or a $100 gift or whatever, or offering them a commission, you have to do that. And at first my husband's response was, I'm not going to bribe people to refer me. If they think my work's good, then they're just going to think my work's good. And he's like, yeah, that's not how it works in New York, at least. And I get that, though, and it's not about bribing, but it's about thanking, you know, and sometimes those goodwill gestures mean a lot. Or sometimes if you just say, I appreciate your referral. If you give me a referral, I'm going to give you this as a thank you gift. So it's not a bribe, it's a thank you gift. And just looking at it a little bit differently so you don't feel as uncomfortable with the situation. I think most people, if they know, like, and trust you, would do whatever you want them to do because they know, like, and trust you, and because they believe in you and they want to help you. And I think that that's cool. But I do want to remind you that if you can give them an incentive, they may do it faster or they may do it more, which is important. So what else? What other tips might you suggest for us today?
Well, search the internet for networking groups. I've recently found a lot of them on Facebook, and Facebook is free. And I started my own on Facebook. I have several here in the state of Texas that my girls are all starting to participate in, and people are asking me to join. In less than a week, I have almost 250 members on my networking page, the first networking page that I started. Now, I belong to other ones, but it dawned on me, why wouldn't I start my own that would really benefit me and actually benefit other people?
I think that's awesome. Starting something on Facebook is a very brilliant way of tapping into your marketing demographics. Like, if you don't know, say you're looking for, let's say you're looking for insurance people in the state of Texas. That's a good lead for you. That's a good connection for you. That's a good power source, but you don't know how to find insurance people in the state of Texas. Start a Facebook group that says Texas Insurance People and see who joins it. It's a great way to just immediately start making those connections and find your demographic easily and quickly and make that happen. So great suggestion. What number are we on now? I don't even know. I've lost track of time.
We're going to number 5.
Awesome.
That basically is similar to the other one. Start your own networking group. You can do like a lunch group. And I belong to several lunch groups besides WOMTech. But you can go to Meetup on the internet and start your own networking lunch group. That's another way to meet people. But something that the young lady you had on earlier said, hit a chord with me also, is know your demographic for your product or your service. Know who is right, who you appeal to. Not everybody's going to be your customer or could possibly be your customer, but also you just do your research. Know who your prize customer would be, or your exact fit for a customer would be.
Okay.
And then
go ahead.
Learn to speak to groups. Get up in front of people. I know that, at every WOMTech meeting, we all get to get up and tell our 30-second commercial and, get used to it. You can go to schools, you can go to other groups and talk. and that's another way to spread the word about your product. But get comfortable with public speaking.
I think that's really important, and I do just want to mention a couple of things. First of all, I agree, starting your own networking group is a very brilliant idea. I do think, and I want everybody that's watching to know that with WOMTech, we are continuously hiring directors nationwide. So if you or someone you know would like to not only start your own networking group, but get paid to market and network and grow your own business, because we do pay commissions to all of our directors, and also have a support team, so you're not in it alone. You know, you can either start your own and have to create that brand, or you can take the ball and roll with it when the brand's already created and you have people here to do your flyers and to help you promote your meeting, and a support system on staff that's already there to make it easier for you, so you can still focus on being that business owner, you know, which is critical and important. So if you know anybody, right now we are offering a special for anybody that refers a director anywhere in the nation who is hired, trained, and starts a chapter, launches a successful chapter. We will not only pay you for referring that person to us, or provide you with a free membership to that chapter or any chapter across the United States, or give you free advertising opportunities on our WOMTech website as well as in Confident Woman magazine. So we want to work with you, and we grow not by finding people that are looking to make money. We grow by finding successful people that are looking to become more successful, because the speed of the leader is always the speed of the gang. And so we can't grow without you, and we know that. So thank you for pointing that out, Amy. I appreciate it. So I think now we're on to number 8, I believe. Am I right?
Yes. 8, always carry your business cards. I cannot tell you how many people I run into that do not carry their business cards. And one of the things that I do, you can also do this in conjunction with number 9, which is did you know question. I have a little business card here that says, did you know if you filled this bag with gold, and it's got 2 little pieces of candy here, that the weight of this would be worth $180? That goes with your business card and a did you know question. Even if you sold skincare and gave away a little sample, did you know that the first signs of premature aging are this? Give them a did you know and get their mind to thinking that maybe they do need your product or your service.
I think that's important, because becoming an authoritative leader is critical in building your success. An authoritative leader on your topic, what you're doing. And I remember years ago, the first photography convention I went to, I said to Jeff, I said, I'm going to write a book on marketing and selling for photographers. And I wasn't a photographer. That wasn't my industry. That wasn't my line of work. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, what do you know about photography? And I was like, trust me, these people need my help. And I went and I approached a publisher, and we signed a deal at that conference, at that event. And when I was writing this stuff, he was saying, he would say to me sometimes, how do you know this, or how can you say this? And if you believe it with passion, if you believe that that's how it should be, if you communicate that and become an authoritative leader on what you're communicating, on what you're speaking about, wherever you're going to speak, everybody has a topic. Everybody has something that they can share. Everybody that is a member of WOMTech could be on WOMTech Live, and this is a free advertising opportunity for your business. You just need to come up with, what is it that you can teach people? What is the did you know about your business that you can share with us, that we can share with the world and we can share with others to make you an authoritative leader? I think that's critical. I think that's important. So great takeaway, Amy. I appreciate it. And are we on number 10?
Yes.
Yay, what's the last
but
tip?
not least, make yourself accountable. Make a chart. Keep records of what you do, what works, what hasn't worked. But you have to be accountable and see. It's like you said something earlier. If this isn't working, you have to do something else. So look at your accountability chart and see what is best for you and how to go forward and be more successful.
Okay. I think that is so critical, and I thank you so very much for sharing that. I can tell you that what I have learned out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of assessments that I've done is the number one thing that is holding back our members from achieving greatness and achieving their goals is 90% of our members don't have enough accountability in their life or in their business. And what I mean by that is, if you have somebody else that is carrying 50, 60, 70, 80%, 90%, 100% of keeping a roof over your head and food on the table, you don't work as hard as if you were the one person that's keeping the roof over your head and food on the table. So you want to look at what your accountability is. How much money do you need to build in your business, and what is holding you accountable to make that happen? You can wish for success, or you can make it come true, but you're only going to make it come true if you have that passion, if you believe in your brand, if you build that passion in your employees and in your customers, and then if you hold yourself accountable to make it happen and make that plan come true. And that's why it's so critical that people do a business plan. But I know most of you that are watching today probably are looking at me and saying, my business plan is up here. Well, when it's up there, you're not accountable. And that's the one thing that you can take away from this call or from this show today, is finding that accountability and making yourself accountable each and every day. So Amy, thank you so very much. Now I know you have some fun prizes that you're going to give away today. So you're giving away lots of prizes, and this is all for Texas. So if you are a member and you're supporting Amy by watching the show today and you are in Texas, you can leave with a really cool prize. Amy, show them what you've got.
Here it is. It's a gold nugget handbag. And for the first 10 people that go to my site and book a party, you can fill out the contact information form and give us your details. I will send you a gold nugget handbag. Okay. And I want you to know that these are coveted. Everybody in the state of Texas wants one. And when women see me with these out in the evening, they all ask, where did I get it? So this is another part of, what the young lady spoke about earlier. This is part of my branding.
I think that's awesome. So tell them again how they can get it. The first 10 Texans. So if you're from Texas, whether you're from Dallas or the Woodlands or Magnolia, it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're from Texas and you're watching the show right now, where do they have to go? What's the website that they go to win one of those handbags?
The website is goldbuyinggirl.com, just like my company. Gold, G-O-L-D, buying, B-U-Y-I-N-G, girl. And just fill out the form. If you're in Amarillo, Lubbock, San Antonio, El Paso, wherever, we want to hear from you, and I'll send you a gold bag.
Okay. And tell them why they should book a gold buying party with you right now.
Well, first of all, they're fun, and you make a 10% hostess reward. The average party is $3,500, so that's $350 to you. And you're getting paid to party. Your friends, it only takes 5 people to have a party, and your friends will thank you once they come to your house and they see how much their gold is worth. And you spoke earlier about know your competition. I shop every gold store, every pawn shop that I can possibly in my area, wherever I am. If I'm in another town, I want to make sure that we're paying the highest price ever. And one of the reasons we can pay higher is because we don't have the overhead of a store.
That's awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for being here today. Give all of my Texas ladies a big, huge hug for me and tell them that I miss them and I can't wait to see them again. Thank you for supporting 6 of our phenomenal chapters out there. And please know that if there's ever anything I can do for you or for any of the members in Texas, I'm just a phone call away. So I appreciate you for being here today. Thank you so very, very much.
Thanks, Kathleen. I enjoyed it very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.